Okay, coming up to Mission Center, T-Seed on the off-ramp.
512 Sam, I'm PRT leader. I need the Bearcat to come in from the east on Friars.
Okay, dog is released.
And the ball's out.
You seen a lady with red hair, bright red hair and short shorts come by? No, she's in trouble. Looking for a lady with short red hair and short shorts. Yeah, how long ago? Walking? Looking for a lady with bright red hair and short shorts. You see her come by? How long ago? On the beach? Yeah, that's her. Yeah, you get over here now. Fucking moron.
That's your by doors reports on a pedestrian, either white male or black male.
Somebody swerved, and I swerved because someone came in my way.
I didn't blow out prior to?
Is it out now?
I did not need to check.
Oh, no.
Somebody told me they heard a blowout.
Oh, no.
Okay. You got anything I need to know about your shorts?
Oh, no, it was just...
That's it?
I think. Sand?
Okay.
Seashells?
Alright.
You're gonna read about this. Why? Do you like working in this area?
I do, but I don't like having to chase people.
I wasn't running.
Yeah, you were. You're 2 blocks away from your shit.
I apologize.
It's more than 2 blocks. You get in the front seat, do you put it in gear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey.
And then where'd you go? Did you go towards the officer? And did you maybe, let me just ask you, fires his weaponized. I'm glad you're alive. You knew he shot at you?
Yeah.
How many times did he shoot you?
Oh god, he shot you like 4 times.
And did it scare you?
Not really.
What were you feeling? What was going through your mind?
I'm in the front seat. I'm gonna go.
Did you drive at him?
No, I drove away from him.
Okay, but when he was shooting, where was he?
He was shooting from behind.
You think he thought you were trying to hit him?
No, I think he was just like, that bitch is in my fucking driver's seat taking my car right now.
Did you have both hands on the steering wheel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, were you trying to pull the gun out? Did you ever mess with the gun in the middle?
Not until...
Not until what? And then you got on the freeway again.
Mm-hmm.
And then what did you do? You drove around for a while because there was no one following you, right?
Took off, yeah.
Did everyone,
That's kind of cool.
Were people looking at you and stuff?
Well, yeah, like, everybody's like...
Did you laugh?
Yeah, I mean, I often do see a flaming red-haired bitch in a cruiser with handcuffs on.
You showed them the handcuffs?
Yeah.
Alright, where were you at?
Patrol.
Hey, this is 8710. That suspect just stole my patrol car. And we have shots fired. She was reaching for the weapon in the center of the console. I was about to switch her into the right front, and she's headed southbound on I-5. We need to get that GPS coordinate out and get a sergeant rolling to mine 1020.
You were at?
We're at Clairemont. And I fired some shots at her.
Fired shots. Okay, and what kind of vehicle is she in?
She's in the patrol car.
She's in the patrol car. Okay, we'll get it out there.
Okay, all looks good. Here we go. Alright.
711 Montgomery Tower.
Able on the patch. Any updates?
Astro 1, this is recording DVL, eastbound 8 at Mission Center Parkway, or Mission City Parkway.
10-4. I'm going to switch over to the orange. Probably easier to work up there. Where are they, big dog? 8 and Mission Center. 10-4.
Please come to North Call just on the south side.
Here's on Roger for inspection.
It's the one, straight through.
Well, why did we get this one?
As soon as it refreshes.
Well, there's a... Got the black and white there.
Wait,
45 kilo with you,
okay, 10-4, so we're going to go ahead and launch this.
28 Maybe on 4425 kilo.
Able, we are on the call. We are coming up on the 8 freeway now in the 805.
left traffic 28 left, 25 kilo, and we have go.
Dude, is Astrid in on this? No, they're just launching. 15.
Go to land 28 left, wind 71.
taking the 8 from the 15.
8 and the 15? Yeah.
Looks like they're north.
Able base, my reason Able for Ash because Able base Ash, I think Able's almost 97 on that.
When we're behind them, so I'm going to transition to short final.
Astro 110-4, we're going to go ahead and launch until we hear otherwise.
Able on the orange. Able on the orange, are you broadcast? Do you copy us?
Circle 210 Echo, roger. Reposition at your break.
Alright, 800's down. Alright, Able on patch, we're 8 and 15, what's the update?
We're touch and go with information calls.
Number 9560 Papa Montgomery.
Say again.
November 9560
Just hang tight right here for a sec for me, huh?
0400.
Walking 0,
Able on patch, we're at 8 and 15, what's the update?
0, 9560 Papa.
November 4425 Kilo, runway 28 left, with land your number 2 traffic short final.
5 Kilo, clear to land. We're looking for
Mission Gorge, off the 8.
Mission Gorge and
Gorge, north of the 8.
Sierra Papa, stay in position.
Able, are we coming? Mission Gorge off the 8, north of the 8.
Astro 1, can we get a confirmation? Is Able 97?
Able, we're trying to come out, but somehow we're not. So we are 97, Mission Gorge on the 8. Okay, there it is.
70597,
Report to me.
97 for extended first.
There it is. Got it. Okay, well, I think we have it. It's going to be northbound, Mission Gorge. I'll get you a straight here in just a sec. Looks like Twain.
So do you be a mile and a half final?
Overhead possibly has the vehicle northbound Mission Gorge from the 8.
Okay, well, we do have it. It's going to be westbound Twain now from Mission Gorge.
Right now he's westbound. We'll let you know.
Northbound what street, Able?
It's going to be Twain, crossing through Fairmount, continuing westbound. Now we're on San Diego Mission Road.
November 243. Confirm your call sign.
All right, Abel, we're calling it westbound Mission, or San Diego Mission. Next one's going to be, get you straight here in just a moment.
Westbound from the
All right, coming up to Rancho Mission Road now.
2600.
Victor.
Yeah.
Rancho Mission, northbound Rancho Mission?
Nope, we're going to be still westbound San Diego Mission, passing through Rancho Mission. All right, we're crossing over the 15.
53, thank you.
Montgomery Tower, station air 904.
All right, Abel, coming up to Friars Road here is going to be just passing the stadium now.
90470 Gulf with Gulf, just past here, Sweetwater.
Enable northbound Mission Village Road. And they're going to be heading westbound Friars, westbound Friars.
Westbound Friars from Rancho Mission.
Westbound Friars from Mission Village.
Following him, short final. 9560 Papa.
And attention our aircraft, police helicopter orbiting over Falkland sitting at 1,000 feet.
Doing great. All right, still westbound Friars, passing through Northside. If San Diego PD units are on this, if we can get up to Frazee or Hazard Center with some spikes on Friars, that'd be great.
Into Frazee or Hazard Center with the spike strips?
Okay, still continuing, committed to westbound Friars.
Number 60 Papa, runway to it left, clear touch and go, then make left close traffic. Do you really want runway to it left? Gonna set to it right.
Okay, just one under the 805, still westbound Friars. Should be coming up to Mission Center here soon. Going down on air traffic, all right?
South Friars, passing over the 805.
Okay, coming up to Mission Center, T-Seed on the off-ramp. Now we're going to be heading It looks like he's slowing to a roll here right underneath the Friars Road on Qualcomm Way.
The Friars Road Cowboy.
Alright, let's watch our cross traffic or our crossfire here. We have some citizens. We have a hot stop in progress. He is just to the north of Friars Road on Qualcomm Way.
He's running up the ramp, isn't he?
No, that's a citizen.
Roger that.
To the north of Friars Road on Qualcomm Way, confirm a hot stop in progress.
Yeah, they do have him at gunpoint. His engine's still running. Looks like he's trying to move.
They're trying to move.
Hey, well, if we can get Station A units to start blocking some traffic just to the south of Friars Road on Qualcomm, just so we're not going to have any crossfire.
SDPD 354 coming up now, about 30 seconds out.
Hey, shots are fired on patch.
Fired, Qualcomm Way, north of Friars. Getting shots fired, Qualcomm Way, north of Friars.
Abel, can we confirm with that CHP unit down there?
Okay, I think we're all patched now. Everybody, 823 yellow, shots fired then.
From who?
823 Sam to Able. How many units do you have at the scene there?
Okay, right now, count, we have about 4 CHP. It looks like Station A is just arriving as well. It looks like we got 4 or 5.
Okay, 10-4.
I need a confirmation from someone 97 if we do have shots fired or not.
Affirm, they do. They're putting it all out on Mid-City D1 right now, but they do.
Tenford.
On Rio 97, stay to the east of this crossfire. On 97, all units stay to the east for crossfire. All units stay to the east for crossfire. In Qualcomm Way, north of Friars. Come down Qualcomm, go east, go east. Come down Qualcomm, go east.
Going out the window.
Do not come down Qualcomm, go east. Take a look at that fire. 97, go to the unit. 14, stay close.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you a little update here. We do have someone on Friars. Looks like maybe has a view on the inside of the windshield. All traffic is good. We're all blocked off. We have plenty of officers on the north side behind the vehicle itself.
We just blocked off. We do have visual on the vehicle itself.
320, one-way star 1141. Enable any other spots that you need taken care of?
Able negative. I think we have this thing pretty well locked down at this point.
Looks like he's getting the handcuffs off. He's digging around the car.
Okay, he's digging around the car for you.
Report Disney, all those units downrange are in our line of fire. They need to move behind the car now. Working something in the center console. I don't know if that's where they have the rifles. Units northbound on Qualcomm. Stop. You're in the crossfire.
Confirm Qualcomm stop, you're in the crossfire. Again, confirm Qualcomm stop, you're in the crossfire.
823 Sam, still confirming everybody's behind cover and he's still not complying to come out.
Affirm.
Suspect is not complying, not coming out.
10-4, I'll air this on our freak. We'll go ahead and make this a code 11.
39er, I can see her. She's showing me her hands.
We got a lot of units here. Let's stop code unless they're SWAT personnel.
512 Sam, I'm PRT leader.
I need the Bearcat to come in from the east on Friars.
Bearcats come in from eastbound on Friars, and Bearcats come from eastbound on Friars.
39, or I can see her. She's putting her hands up and she's trying to say something.
We're hearing a code 11 Friars and Qualcomm. Okay, where to avoid?
Hey, let's avoid Qualcomm Way north of Friars.
Okay, you guys are all talking over each other. Approach from the east, Friars and Qualcomm.
Friars and Qualcomm, east Friars and Qualcomm.
Okay, use
3 to Able. Can units approach Qualcomm from the south toward Friars? Is that still a safe approach?
I would say no, you're downrange at that point. And let's have that Nor unit give us some updates. He seems to be a key point right here. Okay, dog is released.
East dog has been released.
and cover balls out.
Okay, we'll hold the air. Officer's approaching. Dog is deployed in the car.
Keep an ear clear for Able.
Okay, officers are hands on.
Officers are hands on now for Able.
Sam.
512 Sam, go again.
Yeah, cancel the Bearcat in the code 11.
Okay, and again, it's code 11, Friars and Qualcomm. Somebody bringing the Bearcat?
They will cancel that. We're SIC.
Okay. Okay.
512 Sam, yeah, that's count 11. Cancel the armor, the suspect's in custody on pad.
Code 4, Flyers and Qualcomm, one in custody. Code 4, Flyers and Qualcomm. Code 4, Qualcomm and Flyers, one in custody.
Casaundra, if I unhandcuff you, we won't have any flying karate moves. Really? Alright. Have you stand up real quick. I want to explain to you what's going on, and you feeling okay? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just tired.
So I explained to you, you asked what was going on, like, hey, that was CHP that I dealt with earlier, and who are you? And I told you we were San Diego PD.
Right.
So we ended up being the lead investigators on this case now because it happened in the city of San Diego. So CHP might show up, I don't know, but right now it's all San Diego PD. So Anna's team, my team, and there's another team. You're 27 years old, right? And I'm not going to insult you. I know you've been arrested in the past, just because when I ran your name, your photos came up. But with that being said, because they placed you in handcuffs today and you're dragged out of a car, I think, and brought down here, you understand you're under arrest at this point?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Cassie, Casaundra, I want to talk to you about everything that happened, so I can explain why we're involved in the process now and what you're doing down here. But by law, since you're under arrest, you know I got to read you your rights. Have you had those read to you before?
No.
Never in your life?
Today?
No, in before. Yeah, we don't technically have to read them until we're questioning you. So I know on TV they do it as soon as they grab you. But I mean, I would like to talk to you, but I have to read you those rights because you were placed in handcuffs and in a police car. So you have had them read to you in the past?
Yes, I have.
Did you understand them then?
Yes.
Okay. So you have the right to remain silent. You understand that? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you do say can and will be used in court against you. You have the right to speak with an attorney of your choice before questioning and have the attorney present during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you by the court for any questioning if you desire. The attorney will not cost you anything. The services are free. So basically, if you don't have any money in this country, you'll at least have representation if you need it. Okay, do you understand each of those rights that I explained to you?
Yes.
All right. And having in mind and understanding those rights, as I have told you and explained to you, and you've told me that you understand, are you willing to talk to me?
Yes.
That's a yes? Okay. So I just want to know a little bit about you. You're 27 years old, right? Mm-hmm. And you grew up here in San Diego?
Yeah. I was off and on in San Diego and San Antonio.
Well, just kind of explain to me. You were born in San Antonio, right? Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Per your record? Mm-hmm. When did you move to San Diego?
Young, like 2.
2?
Very young, yes.
Okay. So you moved to 2, and then did you start, what part of town did you move to?
East County.
East County. Mm-hmm. So you went to elementary out there, and where'd you go to elementary? Okay. And then junior high? Okay. And so were you, I'm going to turn this off because that's going to blow up all night. And did you graduate high school? Mm-hmm. Okay, did you go to college at all? Okay, did you work in that field at all?
Mm-hmm.
For who?
Currently.
You currently are working in that field?
All the way up until currently, yes.
Okay, for who? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, I'm not trying to probe into your life more, I'm just trying to figure out where you're coming. You seem very articulate, obviously.
I'm not dumb.
Yeah, at all.
I'm very well versed and educated.
Okay. So where have you worked lately in the past year or two? Okay. All right. And then you've been in some trouble. I mean, can you kind of tell me, were you in trouble as a juvenile or when did, I mean, you're only 27. Okay. What kind of things were you in trouble for as a juvenile? Like what? Drug stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
if you don't mind me asking, I mean, obviously you're in the medical field, so you're used to these types of questions that are, you know, unfortunately with our jobs we have to ask similar questions.
Right.
But how did you start using, or when did you start using?
When I was a kid. I started out smoking pot like any other kid, and I started selling weed.
Okay. When did you say you started out smoking pot and weed?
13.
Okay.
And I just didn't know any better, I guess. I didn't think.
Yeah.
Like the first time I thought pot, I didn't think, oh, this is pot, this is bad.
Well, when did you start going to jail? I mean, you're not the first kid to sell pot in high school, right?
I was 15.
You were 15?
I got my first sales case. I did
Of
9
weed?
months in a boot camp.
Oh, really? So you went to juvenile here in San Diego?
San Antonio.
Oh, so you went back at that time. You'd gone back and forth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you...
In 96, I dropped us off back out there.
Okay. So you went 9 months for selling weed as a juvenile. What happened after that?
I went to school.
Back to school. Did you go to jail again after that?
Not until I came out here.
Okay, so you moved back here when? 96 you went back to San Antonio. When did you move back here?
2003.
Okay.
2004.
Then what were you doing at that time?
Getting out of San Antonio. Just
You went...
getting out of, I really went back to... Took us out there in 96. In 2003, I came back.
Okay.
So from 96 to 2003, I was in San Diego.
Have you been in trouble here in San Diego?
Not, up until...
I mean, you've been arrested and gone to the county jail.
No, I did. And then, so I had 2 DUIs.
Okay.
They had arrests for, and...
Were they DUI drugs or DUI alcohol? Both.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I say if I liked to drink, I'd be an alcoholic, but I don't like to drink.
Okay.
So I had 2 DUIs, and in 2012, my house was raided.
Okay. So your house was raided by San Diego PD, or where was your house? Okay, probably sheriff's.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you go to jail for sales?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you do time for sales?
Originally I was given drug court.
Yeah.
And I love pot, so I wasn't.
So your probation got revoked? Okay. So you did time for sales. I mean, what have you been using? So for the past, from 2012, it's now 2014. What are you using?
Heroin.
You were using heroin?
Until 2012.
Okay.
I mean, from
Yeah, it's got to be the other way.
2003 to 2013.
2003 to 2013, you were using heroin. Now you're no longer using heroin?
Mm-hmm.
Use meth at all ever?
Every once in a while.
Coke?
No, I don't like coke.
No.
I
Okay.
like pot. Sometimes I like mushrooms and acid, but
Okay. When's the last time you used mushroom or acid?
it's been a lot.
When's the last time you used in general?
I did a line and smoked some pot yesterday.
Okay, a line
I
of
smoked some
meth?
pot this morning. Yes.
Okay. Now, is that the way you do you ever smoke meth, or you usually snort it?
Yeah.
Okay. And so today it's what? It's Thursday at like 6:20 at night. I mean, so you used yesterday, that would have been Wednesday? You remember what time? Roughly, was it in the, okay, was it 24, was it during the day? Okay, early after, that's all I'm asking. I'm not, okay. All right. So, let's start with this week. I mean, what have you done this week? Today's Thursday, what did you do Monday?
I was in Oceanside.
Okay. Doing what?
Talking about my business partners about weed.
Okay. You still selling weed? Or like a legal business you want to get going?
No, it is gone.
Okay, so you have, okay. Okay. So you have a marijuana business now?
I have business partners that have their recommendations. I don't have my recommendation, but...
Yeah, okay. All right, so Monday you're up in Oceanside talking to them. When do you return to San Diego?
When did I?
Yeah.
You said it's Thursday evening?
Yes.
It would have been Tuesday evening.
Okay, Tuesday, okay. And you come back to San Diego, and what do you do Tuesday evening?
I'll go to sleep.
Okay. Yeah, and I think I know it's kind of a boring, what I'm trying to get at, Cassie, and I'm not trying to, or Cassandra, I'm not trying to trick you, is how'd you end up in a stolen car today?
Okay, so...
Yeah, tell me about that.
So I was back in Oceanside.
Okay.
And my friend, I was telling my business friend that I needed to, I was like, I gotta go back to San Diego, I gotta go run some errands, I'm gonna have so-and-so come up and, I'm gonna get picked up, so you don't have to drive all the way back down there. And our mutual friend, I'll be back down there later if you want, you can take my car and I'll get it from you this afternoon.
Okay, so this guy gave you the car. Okay. What kind of car is it?
It's a Toyota.
Okay. Did you ever have a car before?
Yeah. Yeah, he had a truck up until recently.
You had a truck up until recently, but like this car, did you ever see this car before?
No, but...
Okay, did you think anything of this car? I mean, did you think it might be stolen?
I didn't think anything of it.
Okay. I mean, if you're not the guy that would steal a car, you would worry that a car he might let you borrow could be stolen.
I didn't think so.
You didn't think so?
It didn't even cross my mind because if it had, I would not have gotten my ass in the car.
Okay.
I just
so if you would have known it was
time in April.
So you drove that car on Tuesday?
No, I drove.
When? Monday?
No.
Okay, today. So when did you pick up the car?
I didn't see that car until
today. Okay, you didn't see it till today. Where did you pick it up at? Where were you?
Oceanside.
Ocean. So you stayed in Oceanside from Monday till today? Or you went back up there?
I was back in Oceanside.
Okay, so you went back to Oceanside. You met this guy. You don't know anything more about
it? He's just, like, I...
You know his last name, Maria? Okay, and how old?
Oh, I don't know. In his early 30s, I think.
Okay.
He's not younger than me, I don't...
Okay. So you don't know anything else about him? Like what else he did? I mean,
he's...
Okay. Well, John lets you use the car today, and you drive the car today. Where do you go today? You drive it from Oceanside. Where do you go?
I was going to Ocean Beach.
You went to Ocean Beach?
That's where I was headed.
Okay, to do what?
Laundry.
Laundry. Okay, and then what happens with the car today?
A white truck comes again into my lane. I'm in the far, exit lane. I guess if you're going to exit, there's...
You're on the 5 freeway?
Yes.
Okay.
And a truck comes over into my lane and I'm not going to hit the car. So I go about exiting the freeway and the pole, and then what were those things? The trash cans full of sand.
Okay, so
Is that what that was?
so the car makes you swerve and you hit the trash can and sand. Then where do you go
whatever
from?
it was that I
On the off ramp.
hit, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And I got off and pulled into Clairemont.
I can barely hear.
I got off like.
Okay, so you got off the freeway, you pulled into Clairemont Drive, and what did you do from there?
Made a phone call. I was like, hey, this is what just happened.
Okay. With your cell phone? Okay.
And so, okay, I'll be right there to get you in the car.
Okay.
Okay.
Who'd you call? Okay. And what is your cell phone number? So you call, hey, I just freaking crashed your car, basically. And he said, I'll come get you? And he was coming from Oceanside? Did you hit any other cars, do you know?
No.
Okay. Okay, so where do you go? Do you leave your car or do you walk away from
I'm
it?
a bit frazzled, like I'm fucking like I just got run off the freaking freeway.
Okay.
So yeah, I did. I
imagine you'd be upset.
I didn't think I made it as far. Like when he took me back to my car, I was like, well, I didn't think it was that far.
You didn't know how far you'd walk?
From your car, and I was like, no, it's like right there.
Yeah.
Where'd you walk to?
So there's the Clairemont Drive exit, probably about halfway between there and Hilton.
Were you heading back that way or? No, hell no.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so you were just started walking. Why didn't you just stay at the car if you had a cell phone?
I was
frazzled. Okay, I'm just asking you. So what happens? Does a CHP officer pull up to you?
He came pulling down and he says, "Red, come here."
He said, "Red, come here." Okay. Did you know he was a CHP officer? Did you reckon? I don't know who stopped you. Okay, did he have a badge on and a uniform?
Yeah, he was like,
what did he look like? Tell me what you saw.
He was definitely average height, 6 foot or.
Okay. What color was his uniform?
Tan.
And he had a badge on? Okay, so you knew he was a cop and he told you to come over.
Yeah, and I walked right up to him.
Okay.
If I was in a stolen car, I would have been like, oh, okay.
Okay.
What's up?
All right. So what happened from there?
He asked me about the car. He asked me why I left it. Just walking, waiting for my friend. I'm not abandoning my car wide open.
Okay.
Everything.
So you left it and you're
the
waiting
windows
for
were
him.
down.
Okay, then what did he do? Did he
put
put?
right back to my car.
Did he put you in handcuffs? Okay. Did he tell you why he was handcuffing you?
Because I left the car.
Did he tell you it was stolen?
He didn't know what that. I don't know.
Okay. So he puts you in the car and he drives you back to your car. Okay, and then what car does the car he put you in? Does he put you in the front or the back?
His in the back.
In the back. Okay. Did it have a cage? Like our cars have a cage. Okay. So he puts you in are you handcuffed behind your back or in the front?
Behind the back.
Okay. So how long are you in the car?
He takes me there. I look for the registration and the insurance to give him that information.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not in handcuffs anymore.
Yeah.
I'm looking in my card for that.
Okay, so you're in handcuffs so you can look for that?
And
okay.
then I went to the bathroom. I give him all of my information.
So after he handcuffed you, you went to the bathroom?
He unhandcuffed me. I'm looking for the registration and the insurance to give to him. I gave him all my information and the insurance, and I couldn't find it.
Okay.
So he ran all my information. He said, okay, well, I'm just going to write you a ticket, blah, blah. All right. At some point between me and telling you that and me going to the bathroom and coming back to the car, he came up, the car was reported stolen.
Okay. So he tells you at that point.
I'm going to have to put you in handcuffs.
The car is stolen. Okay, so then he puts you back in his car? All right. And what happens from there? What's going through your mind at that point? I mean, you've been told now that, hey, I crashed, what the fuck, and I'm in a stolen car, and you're by yourself, you're the only one in it, and you got bright red hair, and it's the middle of the day, and everybody sees you. I think witnesses go, yeah, the girl with neon hair took off or something. So, I mean, what's going on in your mind? Okay, what the fuck? Oh, what did you end up doing?
I told him the truth. I just told you guys. I told him what happened.
Okay, with John and all that.
Yeah,
okay.
I was like, this car, my friend let me use it, blah, blah.
I think what I'm asking you is how, I mean, we all know, how'd you get to the front seat? Yeah, next thing you know, you're driving a CHP car around town.
He wasn't like, he just really didn't want to actually consider the fact that I really didn't know.
Okay, so did you get, I mean, that's a fine answer. I understand what you're saying. You're starting to get mad, like,
you're not gonna listen to
hey, he's not
anything I
believing
have
you.
to say at all.
Yeah.
I'm going to jail for stealing a car anyway. He gets out of his car again.
Yeah, were you arguing with him at this point then?
No, I wasn't arguing with him
Okay,
at
but
all.
you just knew
I
he wasn't
haven't argued with
believing
any of
you.
you
You just
guys
knew at that
this
point
time.
he didn't believe your story.
It's not even that he didn't believe me, he wasn't listening at all.
Wasn't listening,
He
okay.
didn't-
That's fair.
Were you talking to him, telling him?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then I was like, okay, well, so what? I'm being arrested for.
Well, did you have keys to the car? Did it have a key?
Mhm.
Full keys set?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you had keys to the car, all right. So you're talking to him and you feel like he's not listening and he gets out to go do something?
He gets out to go, during that time, I guess, the owner of the car was called, the tow guy to pick up the car was called, so he gets out to go do inventory on the car.
Okay, and then what happened?
I hopped over.
Okay, did you get your cuffs in front of you? I mean, tell me.
Yeah, I just
Okay, tell me how you
put
did.
my hands to like this,
Okay, it must be nice
I
to
sat
be
there.
limber and young.
and I was like, this is stupid.
Stupid that you're gonna go to jail.
No, I mean, that's
Yeah.
not really where.
Well, what, I mean, really,
I was just
but
like-
really, what
like,
did you say to yourself?
What the fuck? Like, yeah, okay,
Okay.
well,
Fuck
might
it.
as well, fuck it.
Okay.
Pretty much. And that's not the attitude to have at all. It's not.
Okay.
But there's no buts. It's not the attitude to have.
Okay.
That's why I said maybe it could be another experience for everybody.
Okay. Well, you get in the front seat. What happens there? Because I want to tell you. I don't. I mean, you get in the front seat. Do you put it in gear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And goes, hey, hey, hey.
Okay. And then where'd you go? Did you go forward? Did you go towards the officer? And did you maybe? I mean, just let me just ask you. Okay, because let me tell you, he fires his weapon at you. So I'm glad you're alive. You knew he shot at you.
Yeah.
How many times did he shoot at you?
Oh God, he shot you like 4 times.
And did it scare you?
Not really.
Did it make? No, why did it? Were you so angry that you weren't thinking
I
or
wasn't
adrenaline?
angry.
Well, what were you? What were you feeling? What was going through your mind?
I was like, well, fine, all right. Well, I'm in the front seat. I'm gonna go.
Were you? Did you try to drive at him?
No, I drove away from him.
Okay, but when he was shooting, where was he?
He was shooting from behind, and this is how. Okay, so I'm parked here.
Okay.
Here's this car.
So if I'm going to put this on the table,
Okay, so
this is a
that's the
CHP
SUV.
officer.
This is my car.
This is the car you're in.
Yes. This is.
No, this is going to be your car. It's bigger and you can see it. And
Right. Okay. So this
you're-
is the
the
other
front.
car that I was. The other car.
Okay, yeah.
The stolen Toyota.
this,
that I
where's
was
the
driving.
CHP officer?
He's right here. This is how. And there's a tow truck right here.
In front
And I
of
go
you?
like this.
You backed out?
No. I went forward, but barely. I went directly like that.
Okay, so you never turned. So he was so. Okay.
And he was just. I'm sure.
So
he was like,
could you have gone forward and hit him, or was there a car in the way?
I wasn't going to try.
Okay. Do you think he thought you were trying to hit him?
No, I think he was just like, that bitch is in my fucking driver's seat taking my car right now.
Okay. Did you have both hands on the steering wheel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Were you trying to pull the gun out? Did you ever mess with the gun in the middle?
No, not until.
The not until what?
Like I looked at it when I came off the freeway towards the end. I was like,
Okay.
not even thinking
Well,
about
at the
it.
beginning though, with the
Oh,
CHP
no, I
officer,
didn't
because he
put-
thought, were you looking around for a seatbelt? Did you make any other movements away from the steering wheel towards?
I went gear, gone.
Okay.
That's
Quick, just boom
That's
and out
it,
here. Okay.
yeah.
And then you got on the freeway again.
Mm-hmm.
And then what did you do? You drove around for a while because there was no one following you, right?
Took off, yeah.
Did everybody
That's
else?
kind of cool.
Oh. Were people looking at you and stuff?
One guy looked over and he was like, "It's just flaming red here." And I'm sitting in the fucking police guy like,
Did you laugh?
yeah. I mean, I often do see a flaming red-haired bitch in a cruiser with handcuffs on.
Yeah. Did you see it? Or
And he
you
looks
have it?
over and he kind of goes, "Hello."
You showed him the handcuffs?
Yeah.
All right, where were you at?
What? Come on.
All right. So at no time, so when you pulled forward and he was in front of you, you turned the opposite way away from him.
Yeah.
Okay, and he fired. Where did the bullets go? Did you hear him hitting the car?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you ever worry if you were hit?
No, I would have felt.
Okay.
I'm
When
sure
you
it
drove
would've
away,
been like,
I
"Ow."
mean, were you freaked out at that point?
Guns
Are we-
don't really scare me though. I don't.
Okay.
I just. They don't. I'm from
All right.
Texas. My inheritance is land.
I know, but you're being
guns.
shot at. Guns don't scare us either, but if someone's pointing a gun firing at me, you know, maybe it's because we see what they can do to people more than you have.
I
So,
mean,
yeah,
well, medical field.
yeah. Well,
seen some-
you don't work
some
in emergency.
gunshot wounds.
Okay. So you drive the car around. Why do you? I mean, at that point, you know you've stolen a police car, right?
Mhm.
But it's kind of fun at that point. It's kind of funny.
I'm just like, well, you know, do I stop and like walk away from it? Like it was just kind of like, I can drive to Mexico. I can't. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do in Mexico.
Yeah.
You know, I could stop somewhere and no, there's.
Okay. So where did you go? Did you call anybody? You didn't have your phone at that point, right? The officer had it.
It was in my car.
It was in your car. Okay. So where'd you go? Do you even know where you went, or did you just drive around?
I went on the 8 and on 63.
Okay. And then after that, I mean, so all of a sudden,
You
police.
guys caught up to me.
Hey, we caught up to you. Then what'd you do? Why didn't you just pull over? That's what I'm. That's really why we're all here, because you got shot at a few times today. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you just pull over at that point?
Why?
You said go for it. You knew you were in trouble already.
It's not even that. It was just. Yeah, I don't know. I really can't remember.
Okay. Well, what happened then? Because I wasn't there. I mean, I have not left the station.
So it would have been right off the freeway.
You were-
that. I don't know. I don't know. Did I?
Okay, the officers
did I
start
hit a
following
strip?
you. You're down there off of Friars Road.
Did I hit
Okay.
a strip? You know, if there was a strip.
Did they put out a spike strip on her? No, I don't know. Do you remember what happened? How you came to
I
a
know
stop?
I clipped
Did
a
you?
car.
You clipped a car. Okay.
Where?
Coming. It would have been Friars Road, like if I was going to get on. I know there was another freeway entrance somewhere in the immediate vicinity, off of Friars Road. So I guess the car I clipped took out the wheel on the cruiser.
Yeah. I mean, you must have more than clipped it, because I think you bent the axle back. Did you hit it pretty hard?
I mean, yeah,
Did you know at that point though that you were putting people in danger when you start crashing and you're fleeing in a police car? And
Well, after I clipped it, yeah, I realized.
okay, and then were you still trying to get away, or did the car come to a stop because it broke the
It came
axle?
to a stop and I sat in it.
Okay. And what happened after that?
I was surrounded by cops.
Okay.
While you were sitting there, what were you doing?
Sitting there, watching them come up behind me, talking to this guy over here that had like this older fellow, and they could see me. I was like, I want to talk to you.
When the car was just sitting there, you were talking to people?
Well, I wasn't like talking to him. I was like, I see them coming up behind me, yelling at me, and I was observing. That's what I
Okay.
was doing. I was observing.
Okay, were you trying to grab the, you said when you got off the freeway you looked at the gun, did you ever try to grab it or pull on it?
Not really.
What I'm gonna ask
I
you
grabbed
is-
a water bottle, like some water.
Did you drink it?
Mm-hmm. Oh
Okay.
yeah, I did. I'm still thirsty.
Okay, well, the reason I'm asking that, Cassandra, I keep wanting to call you Cassie, because
Cassie's fine.
is obviously we're going to swab the gun. We swabbed you for DNA. I mean, in this day and age, DNA,
Fingerprints and stuff, they're all over the cruiser.
are they all over the gun?
Probably.
Were you yanking on it?
Yeah.
Okay, why were you doing that?
Why not?
Well, I mean, I understand you're trying to get away from a 10-851 and you're laughing, but when you start, why would you want to pull the weapon out?
I had weapons on me. At that point, there's weapons on me. They were shooting at me and I was sitting there like this.
Okay, so.
Like this, with the cuffs, and they're shooting at me.
Okay, that's what I'm asking you. I mean, that makes sense. But I want to know from you so I
Yeah,
can.
so I'm sitting
Because
there.
I know, I mean, I'm not dumb. I know I'm going to find your prints,
Yeah.
and I'm going to find your DNA on the gun.
I'm sitting like this,
Yeah.
and they're shooting at me.
Okay, so
And they're
you're like.
screaming whatever the hell they're screaming.
So at that point, you're
And
like,
I'm
shit, I might as well arm myself.
I'm like, dude, yeah, I was like, I want to talk to that guy, just because he looked like he would actually listen to what I had to say.
Okay. But when did you start yanking on the gun?
When they were shooting at me, and I'm sitting there like this.
Had you tried to
with
take it
nothing in
off
my
before
hands.
that?
No.
Okay. So not when you first got in the police cruiser, or in the CHP car, when you first took off down to the beach area, you didn't pull on the gun?
I don't know why.
Okay. I'm just asking you.
No, I had no reason to.
Okay. The officer thought you were pulling on the gun at that point. That's what I'm asking, from what I'm being told.
And that's why he shot at me in the first place?
Well, you're taking a CHP cruiser with a weapon in it, and he thought you were trying to get the weapon out. So at that point, you obviously become a danger to society. You knew that, obviously, right? And you knew there was, did you know there was a weapon sitting in the front seat before you climbed in the front seat? Could you see it? I mean, you're a gun person from Texas.
It's racked, yeah.
Okay, it's racked.
I know there's a weapon there.
Could you not get it out? I remember you pulling pretty hard on it, or?
I wouldn't even know how to get it out.
But you were trying to?
I tried, I pulled on it a couple times and I was like, well,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit and try and get out.
Yeah. But what would you have done?
What am I gonna do with it?
Well, that's what I'm asking. Well, you said you're a gun person, so you said, well, they had guns on me, so it sounds like you were going to take it out and point it back at them, which...
I don't think I would have. I know that I wouldn't.
Okay.
It was more of a like...
What was going through your mind then? Why didn't you get out of the car and just put it with your hands and just say, hey, I give up?
You know how bad... You know, if I would have stepped out of that car, my injuries would have been way worse.
Yeah.
You know, if I would have stepped out of that car, I probably would have gotten shot.
Yeah. Well, not if you didn't have a weapon.
No, I believe that if I would have opened that door, they would have shot me.
Okay. I mean, that's
Honestly,
what you're saying.
With everything I know that.
Now, let me just ask you, honestly, you know that we took a urine sample from you earlier, Cassie. What are you going to piss dirty for?
Pot and probably meth.
And what else? No heroin? You're done with that?
God, no.
Okay. And the last time you used meth was what?
Yesterday.
Okay. And you know when they test, when we do the urine, there's nanograms, they can tell you how long. You didn't use meth today. Do you even know what time? I mean, do you sleep? When's the last time you slept?
Do I sleep?
Well, I mean, I'm not calling you a tweaker, but some people don't sleep when they're tweaking, right?
I sleep every night.
Okay. When's the last time you ate something?
This morning.
What'd you have? You had breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you have?
I had steak and cheese burrito later.
Steak, okay.
No, like
where at? Up in Oceanside?
Cheese and tortillas, yeah.
Okay. And then this Toyota that you had, I just want to go back to that because like you said, you called yourself the chick with flaming hair. You might have used a different word, but
yeah.
You have flaming red hair. No one's going to miss you out there.
Yeah, that's...
But do you hang out down in Point Loma?
No. In Point Loma?
Yeah.
PB, but I haven't been in PB.
Okay, well,
I was in PB yet?
The car, no, recently, the last day or two. Because the car was stolen in Point Loma, and we're going to do some follow-up on that. But I just want to make sure that I don't want you to get in any more trouble than you might be in now. I mean, obviously you jumped in a police cruiser and you
other than
crashed.
going to prison for 3 to
maybe,
5.
yeah, that's why I'm asking you. But I mean, sometimes it gets worse down there because people lie a little bit about the things that really don't matter. I mean, what could be worse than jumping in a police cruiser? So that's why I want the truth about the car that, you know, some citizen's car, which is very important.
And I told the officer, I said, you know, that I apologize.
I know. What I'm asking you, Ken, did you steal that car from somewhere else and you're just making up the story about my friend gave me the car? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hang out over in Point Loma.
I'm not sure.
Okay, because that car was stolen over in Point. That car was stolen in Point Loma.
It was in Oceanside.
Did you guys go out breaking into cars together? Have you ever done that?
No.
Because they took prints and stuff off of a car that had been broken into over there.
Okay.
And those keys were stolen out of that car, and then the next night that car was stolen.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking you now.
Yeah.
If that's what happened, then just say, hey, excuse my French, but the vernacular we use, fuck it.
Yeah.
All right, here's what happened with the car.
Right.
Is there a different story about the Toyota than what you told me today? Because sometimes things change down the line when we find out more, and I'd rather hear it from you.
Right, no.
Be the car.
Yeah.
And you believe the car was legitimately gained, that it wasn't stolen.
When somebody hands me the keys and
well,
I mean,
tell me about what you know about a guy that has a job that gets up and has a job where like, he can afford cars and stuff.
He did, yeah.
In prison?
I'm not sure.
I mean, is he gangster? Is he pro-legal type? Or he's just...
No, I mean, I don't know if he's been to prison.
Is he a user?
He's not a gangster or whatever.
Hispanic, white?
Marijuana, yes.
Okay.
Hispanic.
Does he go by a nickname on Facebook?
Sometimes.
Facebook with you? Is he one of your Facebook friends? Okay. What are you on under Facebook? People have weird names on there, so...
Right, what are you doing through my Facebook?
No, I'm just... I mean, part of that is us doing due diligence. We need to go out and talk. You give this girl the car and not tell her it's stolen, because that's kind of the underlying thing that got you in the back of a CHP car, right?
Right.
But sometimes these, hey, my gave me the car, turns into we can never find a guy that he's a made-up name, and sometimes people minimize or, you know. Right. Like you said, let's be honest. You've already said it. You think you're probably going to prison. You crashed a CHP car. You've been shot at, everything else. So that's why I kind of just want to make sure that we're honest about the 10851 that's just a stolen. Gave you the car.
Yes.
In Oceanside. Okay. And when you called to come pick you up, what car did you think you
He
did?
was going to be coming down. That's why I had to. He said,
And you were on your way to OB?
You know, later today.
Okay.
Yes.
And what was he going to do? What were we going to do in OB? Okay. Where do you stay in OB? Is there a different address? Okay. In what way?
Everywhere.
Oh, really? All right. I mean, that's here nor there. I was just trying to ask. Really, what I'm trying to get at today is, you've told me the truth about the stolen car. And you told me the truth about you climbed over the seat of the CHP car because you're like, you know what, I'm getting in trouble anyways for the stolen car, and he doesn't believe me, and
he's not even listening.
He's not even, and he's over there doing his own thing when you jump in the front seat.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I'm not.
Okay. Well, I mean, officers fire at you. No one wants to shoot you, but when they both thought, even the first CHP officer, that you were pulling on the gun. And then the San Diego PD officer that gets behind you said they thought you were trying to go for the gun, or they couldn't see what you were doing, but you were leaning over towards where the gun is in the middle, so they thought you were trying to get it out.
So any direction I turn to my right is in the direction of the gun.
Yeah, well, we admitted in the second part of it you were pulling on the gun. You told me that, but not when you first took off. You were more trying to drive out of there.
Yeah.
Did you ever put the car in reverse towards any of the officers after you crashed? Okay. What do you think the CHP, you told me earlier, you thought that he was like, she's taking my car, or do you think, was he coming towards you where he could have been hit? No.
I immediately turned.
How many feet? I
immediately turned.
I'm sitting here, how far away was he? I'm 5 feet away from you. Is he farther than that?
Oh, yeah.
This far or farther?
No, farther than that, because I'm in my car.
This distance?
He's leaning into the Toyota.
Okay, then he gets out. But I'm talking about when you're still in the process of backing up and going forward. When he's firing, let's say that, how far is he when he fires at you?
Way behind me, like 12 feet behind me.
Okay, so you're already turned when he fired.
Turned and everything, yeah.
Okay.
Now, when you first got into the back seat, or into the front seat from the back seat, and you put it in gear, did you put it in drive or did you put it in reverse?
I put it directly in drive because I didn't turn. I could immediately turn and not be near him. Okay. Is what it was, or I would have.
What was directly in front of you?
Toyota.
The Toyota.
I mean, it was a good distance away.
Yeah.
Okay. But when you first got it into the front seat and you put it into drive.
The tow truck for the Toyota.
Okay, so you're head to head with the tow truck.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, there's enough. He's off to the side, and it's like we're like this. Here's the tow truck. Here's the CHP vehicle. He's kind of angled, parked this way, and I'm angled parked this way.
Okay.
Can I please have some water?
Sure. I'll grab some right now. I'll grab some, Anna.
So after you put it into drive, then you swerve.
I cut it all the way right so that I wasn't going anywhere.
Okay.
Near him. I'm not trying to hurt anybody.
What do you remember? What direction you were facing? Are you familiar with the area to know your directions?
So if here's the bay, behind me is the Hilton, and in front of me would have been like going towards the Anza Coves, towards my house.
Okay.
And the golf course.
Okay.
On Mission Bay Drive.
And you put it into drive and turn the steering wheel and cut right? Okay. And then where did you go from there? Like
immediately out of the parking lot and onto the freeway.
Okay, how did you get out of the parking lot?
So when I cut right, I cut right, back this way, because there's only one way out of that parking lot. I believe there's only one way out of the parking lot. There's 2 entrances and 1 exit.
Okay.
The exit that goes straight to, it'll be on Clairemont Drive, and it'll go on to Clairemont Mesa Boulevard. Or maybe it's Clairemont Drive, Clairemont Mesa Boulevard.
Okay, so you exited the parking lot, and then where did you go?
There's a stop sign, and then the 5 South.
Okay, and you got on 5 South. And then from 5 South, where did you go?
I just drove. I really couldn't tell you.
How long do you think you drove for?
10, 15. Not too long. Well, I mean, too long, but not like, it's not like I had it for 2 hours or, I mean.
When did you first see a police car behind you?
In Friars.
When you were getting off, were you just exiting the freeway on Friars? Or?
No, I was coming off, I had just come off of Lake Mission Gorge. Another Friars, I don't know if there's one. So you come down that street. One of the Friars Road exits. Another entrance around there.
Okay.
He's on your Facebook. He looks like a Puerto Rican, Mexican looking guy. I don't know, he's on your Facebook. I bet that's probably who you're talking about. And you don't want to get him in trouble.
No,
Okay.
I think it's one of the guys I was in rehab with.
Okay. So how do we go about phone number? Like by heart? It's in your phone?
Well, maybe.
Well, put it this way. I mean, obviously now you got homicide detectives, because when an officer shoots his weapon, we have to go out, we're homicide, but we have to work officer-involved shootings. No one's dead, but, you know, but we know how to do our job, because we work a lot. And everybody in here is competent and knows what to do, and we're obviously going to get search warrants for your phone and your phone records and see who you've been calling the last few days.
Okay.
And your last phone call should be the guy that you called to pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that call going to come back to?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any part of that name, you're not in trouble, believe me, for lying about someone's name. But is there any part that's not true, what you've told us?
That's fine.
Okay, so
that's the name I was
is he in your...
he's in my...
Okay. Because you got a lot of your Facebook. You got 2 Facebooks.
Yeah, and they're from San Antonio or here. This, someone I was in rehab with last year.
Okay. You think drugs played a part in what happened today?
No.
No?
I don't.
Well, what was the biggest... What do you think played the biggest...
They didn't want to listen to a damn thing I had to say, and I was a criminal before they even fucking pulled up on me. That's the problem.
All right.
Right there. That's it.
Well, you're a
want to
criminal.
make everybody else be criminals.
Didn't they give you the benefit of the doubt when they let you walk and use the bathroom and do that, and they unhandcuffed, then you came back and they said, hey, I'm sorry, the car's stolen.
Right.
What would you expect him just to believe you at that point?
No, but I thought he would actually have a conversation with me.
Okay, but did you ever think, hey, if I just give this a little bit of time, maybe we can go to the station and I can explain it to him, we can work it out?
He was taking me to Las Colinas.
That's what he told you?
Yeah.
Okay. So at that point you just wanted to get away.
Like, what the fuck? If I'm already being like, what are you charging me with?
Okay.
Did you ask him that?
Did you ask
him why am I being taken to Las Colinas?
What did he say?
He said, well, let me deal with the tow truck driver and then we'll talk about it. We'll have plenty of time to talk about it.
Okay. Well, you can be a little mouthy. I mean, you've been very cool to me, but like the little ring thing, I know you're a very strong personality. So I'm sure that you want to get your way. You're like, I'm not taking my ring off, you know. But we're not, I mean, you made a decision. What do you think made you make that decision to jump the seat and go? I mean, that's a big...
The officer.
Okay, he made you just...
His attitude and just not, his utter lack of... You know what? People forget about human compassion and kindness.
Okay.
Absolutely. Especially in this field. In any field, humans in general forget about compassion and kindness.
Okay. But in his... Okay. If that's what you're... I mean, that's fine. I mean, I guess we could argue whether he is doing his job because you're in a stolen car and it's been crashed and you left.
Even when I've done my job,
right.
That's not something that I forget. Whatever it may be, I never forget that.
What do you think should happen to you?
I don't really care.
Okay.
The law's going to do what they're going to do.
No, I know, but I'm just trying to think.
I just hope.
Do you understand the seriousness of it?
I hope that you guys can maybe let your staff know that.
We could what?
Be a little bit more compassionate.
Okay.
That's all. If that happens, I'm okay.
Okay. Am I going to find... Okay.
That's your job.
Well, it's my job, but I want to do it on the benefit of you. That's my job, is to follow up on what you've told us and verify things. I mean, because I want to know the truth, you know? But I don't want to chase Ghost either, because I've been here before. Those aren't my pants, with the open it. That's not my car. Somebody gave it to me. And it's the oldest.
Right.
There isn't a cop out here that's heard it a million times.
I mean, okay, I would have
I just think there's a little.
Up to the police officer, and we said, "Hey, come here." And like, oh, okay, sure, yeah.
But you were pretty far away from the car, so at that point, it's leaving the scene of an accident.
Right back to a stolen car. That. Okay. I mean, that's common sense and logic right there.
I don't know. I've seen it a lot over the years.
Just like, some people don't have common sense and logic. It's just like compassion. But
so what all do you?
Where does he live? What part of town?
What part of Oceanside? I believe he lives in Oceanside.
Where'd you meet him in Oceanside? Like, where'd you stay, at a hotel or?
I met him at the beach.
The beach? What part of the beach? There are bars up there? There's a hotel?
That is an acquaintance, a mutual, I guess, acquaintance.
Okay.
What's he look like? Describe him.
Every other Mexican. That I mean.
Is he tatted? Does he have tattoos? Is he from San Diego? Is he from a set notion? He's not a gangster, you said.
No, I said I'm not a gangster.
He?
I don't know.
I
don't know anything about gangs or sets.
You're not dumb. But you're out on the street. Okay.
I don't know anything about hoods and sets.
Okay.
Does he have any tattoos?
I don't think so.
You hang with bikers? I mean, you're kind of a beach girl.
Do I hang with bikers?
Yeah. Any biker friends? Or?
Bikers.
From what clubs?
All clubs.
Like what? Hells Angels, Mongo, all of them? You ever date any of them? No.
But I love bikes, I do.
Alright, so your prints will be on the... Did you try to access anything else in the police car? Did you try to press buttons on the dash or anything? Or?
I pressed the volume, something was loud. And when I heard squawking, I knew that, yeah.
Were they talking about you on the radio?
Yeah.
What did you hear them say?
It's just where I was, like what direction. They couldn't figure out, they couldn't put down an approximate until I, got off the freeway, I think.
Okay. So you knew they were coming after you because the radio was on?
Yeah, I heard him say, "Can we get that radio shut down in that car?"
Yeah. That might have been a good idea. Okay, well, I'm going to have to make some calls and figure out exactly what you are going to be charged with auto theft, obviously. So I don't know what all the other charges are going to be.
Okay.
Probably going to piss dirty. So.
I told you I was going to piss dirty.
Yeah, no, I know.
Pot and
no one's worried about pot.
I'm not on probation.
No.
And really,
so drugs had nothing. What? Drugs had nothing to do with what happened tonight. You don't think? With you jumping behind the wheel, you weren't just tweaking and just freaked out. It was just more of his not being compassionate.
His whole attitude, his whole thing.
Yeah.
Is that?
Because he was going to take.
Because to hear that really it was the fact that his attitude, it was.
No, I mean unfortunately we're in a job where we have to tell people things they don't like to hear, like, hey, you're going to jail.
It's not that
the car's stolen.
I have no problem doing time.
No, I know that.
But there's a difference between times when you're going to jail and actually taking a minute and talking to somebody.
Which he told you he would. He said, "Give me a minute."
You don't talk to people anymore?
But he said he would talk to you about it and explain it to you. He just needed to finish the car. Right?
Well, if I was a police officer and I had somebody in my back seat that was trying to explain the situation to me, that would be my first and foremost priority.
And you're right, and usually it is, but we also have to get cars out of traffic, tow trucks,
it wasn't in traffic.
things like that.
It was parked in a spot.
And you might be right. I wasn't there, so I'm just saying there's a lot of other things that go on so that we can go do our job and do all the typing that involves things like accidents and stolen cars. Well, that's a whole other subject we can talk about.
Why did you become a police officer?
To make a difference and to help people.
Thank you.
That's pretty much why
I believe her.
I'm in it for the adrenaline rush.
I believe you. I do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that your state of mind, that's not what you thought. I'm not saying he was compassionate or he wasn't, I don't know. But I do respect you being very articulate about why.
Because I'm not a drug addict.
Okay.
So
And I'm not saying you're a drug addict at all.
No, I'm just saying, drugs didn't have anything to do with it, so I don't fall under those qualifications.
It was just the whole situation on how it went down, right? Okay. All right. Well, unfortunately, we have to put the handcuffs back on you. It's already, it's almost 7 o'clock at night. As soon as I figure out exactly who's going to transport you, then we can get you going, all right? And the truth, I'm going to find this guy because it shouldn't be that hard.
If you can find him, you.
How old is he?
Early 30s. I'm like 33, 34.
Okay. And so when you met him at the beach, what beaches were you at? I mean, was there a spot at the beach?
I was in Oceanside, so off of.
How'd you get to Oceanside?
I have a vehicle, had a vehicle.
Where's
I
that?
radiator busted in it.
Okay, where's your vehicle?
It's downtown at my friend's. I was getting the radiator for it.
Okay, but how did you get there to drive
Today?
that car back?
Today?
Yeah.
I was there.
Well, the reason I'm asking you this, listen, there's plate readers. There's plate readers all over the city.
Right, I had a friend of mine take me up there yesterday.
Who's that?
The friend that took me up there.
Yeah, you seem to be thinking now, which means usually when people are trying to figure out a story, they start thinking. You're pretty candid about things that happened.
Right.
Your flaming red hair, as you stated, I'm not saying that, that's the way you've described it. I can see you being easily identified by plate readers and stuff, where we get pictures of you. Did you drive that car up there today, maybe? Did you have it a little longer than you said?
No, I didn't drive it.
You didn't drive it anywhere around Oceanside? You just drove it straight from where you were in Oceanside, which you don't remember where you left from, the name of the beach or the street or anything?
You didn't let me finish. It was off of Wisconsin where it ends. And like it goes across Coast Highway and it ends and you can go down. I'm not super familiar with the area.
Okay.
Street names and all that.
You said
Not
Wisconsin?
so much. I believe so. Where like it'll go down and it hit the beach directly. And there's a full parking lot right here.
And you just decided to meet him for what? Do what, just to hang
I
out?
wasn't up there for my friend. I was
Okay.
up there. It's his birthday.
But you just told me you like barely didn't know him. Yeah.
He's my friend. It's his birthday.
No, but you
That's
just,
what
when I
said.
first
said
asked you about, he's not my friend. Is he one of my friends? Oh, that's a guy I met in drug rehab. Now he's a good friend.
No, he's my friend.
Okay. Let's just say the story isn't making any sense. So it sounds like you're lying, which I'm not mad. People lie to us all day, but what's the real truth about it? Can you just give me that?
Some guy gave me the keys to the car. No.
Okay.
I don't know his name.
All right.
I'm not sure what his name is.
Okay. All right.
Did
Let's
I
end.
know?
Let's end it.
No.
Okay. Well, let's end it there because it seems like it's just going to get worse at that point.
No, I didn't know the car was stolen.
I know, but
Up there.
I know.
For my friend.
Give me.
For his birthday.
Okay. Now I'm going to check the hotels down because I know there's where the old captain's quarters used to be down there in Point Loma, kind of right by where that car was stolen from. You remember CQ when it was down there? The bar upstairs? I'm going to check those hotels. Have you checked into any of those hotels in Point Loma lately? Because we have, they're police regulated. So down there? Any of your friends? All right, I'll make sure we run those rosters.
Okay.
Were you guys out breaking into cars? Does he do that? Does
No.
he? What does he do for a living?
Pot.
Sells pot?
We do pot.
Okay.
Marijuana field.
You're in the medical marijuana field? Okay. All right. I don't have any other questions. You have any questions for us at all?
No.
Okay. I appreciate you being pretty decent and honest, and I mean, it is what it is, right? So, okay. All right. You want to put in my car? Me too. Thanks.
Can you get him in front so I can go to sleep better?
No, unfortunately, our policy we have to go in the back. Put your hands like you're praying.
Have a seat there. Let me just step out and you wait with her for a second here.
Yeah,
So homicide,
can you
huh?
make use just so I can
Sure.
go lock them?
Oh, sorry about that.
The homicide, huh?
I'm getting the message, so we'll hang out here for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys both work homicide?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you what?
Burned. It looks like that's from
Yeah.
scars from being burned. Okay.
When did you go up to Oceanside?
Last night.
Last night? What did you guys do?
What did we do or what we were supposed to do? I was gonna take him out, I was gonna make him dinner and just gonna take him out, and I got up there. And I felt my nose rocking, I'm sneezing, like. So I was,
Alright, Anna, we can bring her back down here.
and I came back down.
Unless you're still talking.
She ended up going home last night?
I ended up I was coming back down when I got back off the.
Oh, today. So you guys were supposed to go out tonight?
It was,
birthday.
yeah, that's last night, first birthday.
Where were the, you said you hit the trash cans, like full of sand, like the big yellow ones that they have? Where was that at?
Right before Clairemont Mesa Boulevard, I believe.
Was it
The exit.
right before the exit you got off of?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is that Clairemont?
Someone came into my lane and I just swerved off.
Okay, so that would have been Clairemont Drive? Because when you...
The one that's East Mission Bay Drive and
Okay.
Clairemont, whatever. I'm not exactly sure if it's Mesa Boulevard or Drive.
Okay, so it would have been Clairemont Drive. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so right there on the side of the freeway is where you hit the trash cans?
Okay.
Step out real quick. Manny's calling.
Was there anything else?
No. I mean, we're good. We'll walk her down there. I just gotta call Manny back. What time is it? 7:10?